Welcome back, friends. Don't be shy. Go ahead and make yourselves comfortable. Today, I'd like to talk about what makes a good video game hero. We know video games are so much more than amazing graphics, extreme challenges, and competitive war zones. In a single player experience, a gripping narrative is mandatory to keep players engaged. Without a powerful and compelling story, we may feel ourselves being removed entirely from the experience of the world itself. While creating a digital game world on its own is an amazing feat, creating a storyline that makes you feel like you yourself are part of it is what I believe truly sticks with players in the long run. Monster slaying, gun toting, explosion filled titles are a dime a dozen nowadays, but the games that shine the brightest are the ones that have a message to share. So then, what is a story without its protagonist? From the most innocent children to the toughest and most battle hardened warrior, our heroes arise from the chaos and struggles of the times and shine like a beacon of light, exposing and burning away the darkness that covers the skies. That light, however, does come at a cost. We follow our heroes through their journey and live vicariously through them, experiencing joy, pain, sorrow, longing, fear, despair, and hope. Often, before the hero can truly become aware of their nature, they must go through difficult trials and lose much on the way. Whether they shed their innocence or put away their past, a hero's trial is what defines them and makes them an example for others. Overcoming adversity and pushing onward inspires all of us reading with the same spirit of endurance and mastery that the hero grows into. Here's a question for you. Is a hero good? The answer to that is as complex as the characters themselves. A hero doesn't always start off as good, but through much contemplation and learned experience, may become good at the end of the tale. What makes a character good? When we think of the term good, many of us envision the most intrinsic and profound ideals that we understand as a moral standard. Helping those in need, supporting those who are struggling, feeding the poor, healing the sick, protecting the weak, and the like are all part of this idea of what it means to be good. These ideals take on many shapes and forms, but the most important of it all is how the character embraces these traits. Some heroes take these to their most extreme and may feel unnatural in a sense because of how dedicated they are to these ideals. But as we grow with them, we learn to accept them for who they are and learn to approve of their behavior. Likewise, some take these ideals very liberally and only act upon them when it suits their needs or if they feel that it is absolutely necessary. Can the latter still be considered good? I'd say yes, considering they are still within the realm of our moral standard. But some people may be turned off by this behavior, of course, knowing full well that the deeds done were not done in earnest. I'd like to provide some examples of different types of heroes, if you'll have it. Let's take a Link from the Legend of Zelda series for one. He is the silent protagonist of his stories, and while his words don't add up to much, his actions are what really speak for him. From the moment you begin his story to the moment you finally defeat the villain, Link's hopes and aspirations are focused on saving his land, his loved ones, and even the world, and he does all of this without a single complaint. He is a master swordsman, a crackshot archer, an intelligent puzzle solver, and just about anything else you could think of that would be required in the fight against evil. For all intents and purposes, Link is the epitome of what people may consider to be good, and what might truly be considered a hero. He even goes so far as to sacrifice himself for those core beliefs he holds so dear. Nevertheless, let's try another example, shall we? Let's take Ryu from the Street Fighter series. Would most people consider him to be a hero in the traditional sense? He isn't the archetype of a hero, wielding a sword and donning armor, running through dungeons, saving damsels in distress from fire-breathing dragons who threaten to destroy the land. Ryu is a character whose focus lies inward. He trains in martial arts diligently to test the limits of his physical capabilities and challenges other fighters to prove himself in battle. Doesn't sound much like a hero to me. However, his bravery in challenging any opponent regardless of the outcome really shines through when we see who he really is. On the outside, many people may see Ryu as self-absorbed and somewhat oblivious to the world or the problems around him. But this belies who he is as a person deep down. When he sees someone in trouble, he is quick to lend a helping hand. When confronted with the reality of an evil shadow organization bent on world domination, he plunges headfirst into battle to stop evil from wreaking havoc despite the cost to himself. Not only this, but Ryu also struggles against the hidden darkness within himself that threatens to consume him if left unchecked. He fights to overcome his inner demon and bring out the best of himself that he has to offer. After all, how can one defeat the villain on the outside if they cannot first defeat the villain within? Ryu fights on two fronts, for himself and for others, and his endurance is a testament to his title as hero. What do I mean by comparing these two different types of characters? Well, only that the title of hero isn't relegated to one type of character and can belong to just about anyone who upholds our perceived moral standard of what it means to be good. Doing the right thing in the face of overwhelming obstacles and pressure is what we enjoy seeing from our heroes. We hold them to the highest of standards, and we can go as far as to idolize them at times, using them as the example we wish to live our own lives by. We strive with them, and we overcome alongside them. Our heroes hold a very special place in our hearts and minds, and bring out the best in all of us. With that said, if what it takes to be a hero is to do what is right and good, help those in need, and give the best of yourself to the world, then couldn't you also be a hero? If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos I'll be sharing with you. Thank you so much for watching. Wish you all the best, and God bless.